Hey team, welcome to our Hawker position-specific training video. First, let's go over our position overview so you can get to know your role. First, what is hawking? Hawking is mobile vending, carrying around a strapped tub with ice and product and maybe some other items that you will traverse the stadium selling with a mobile point of sale system and with the heart of a champion. Hawking is a great way to make big tips because there are no tip pools and you keep what you make. Fans don't want to leave their seats or miss the show and have to wait in line for a drink, and that's why we bring them one, because they'll tip more. Just always know, the more you hustle, the more money you'll make. In regards to getting set up when you get there for the shift, you'll always check in with your site lead and then meet with your vending lead at your vending hub, where you will get your tub, make sure the straps are on the tub correctly and that they're tightened comfortably to your body, because if the tub straps are too loose or too tight, it could be a very uncomfortable shift for you. You'll also make sure you always get your handheld point of sale system from your site lead and that you know your login and your personal PIN number for the night, because that's how we're gonna track your individual tips for payroll. Always make sure that you understand how to use your point of sale system when hawking with us. Next, let's review your mobile point of sale system. Remember that your site lead will give you your login and PIN information and that it's very important you remember it. Also know that in general, to use these devices, every product item will have a picture on the screen. You'll click that product item to add it to the cart. Then you'll click the green checkout bar at the bottom of the screen. Then you'll click the credit card button in the top left. Then you'll click the green check on the number notepad, and then it will prompt for customer payment, where they will tap their card and add a tip option if they want to. If you're ever having any point of sales issues on site, always immediately return to the vending hub where your site lead can assist you. And then always remember, you may never self-tip yourself. Deciding what product to sell is a very important aspect of successfully hawking. When gates open, that's a great time to sell cocktails or mixed drinks if your venue does sell them. And if your venue doesn't sell liquor, pick the signature beer items that your vending lead can help you select. Just know the earliest time in the day of the concert, where the sun is out, that's when people want their liquor. Also remember to be dynamic and listen to customers. If you notice something isn't selling for you, return to the vending hub and talk to your vending lead about swapping that product item out for another that might be a hot selling item. Next, let's review our organization during sales, specifically our areas and our snake pattern. At the beginning of the season, we will break your venue up into geographic areas, and then when you get a shift assignment as a hawker, you will be designated to one of those specific areas. In regards to the snake pattern, within that area, this is how you will move in and out of the stadium bleachers or across the lawn, depending on what kind of venue you are at. The snake pattern is simply ensuring that our hawkers are always moving to chase sales and to maximize sales volume throughout the course of the shift. In regards to chasing sales, just always make sure you're communicating with your vending lead to audible areas if for some reason your area is not selling that well on a specific night. Next, let's go over tips to maximize tips. The first is to be loud and to be proud. You're there to make money, and we want people who will walk around yelling cold beer, cold drinks, or cold cocktails. Fans will not buy from you if you're walking quietly around and waiting on them to approach you. Also, utilize the EATS2SEATS cashier script to upsell high-value items and to maximize sales whenever you can. Also, have personality and have a good time interacting with customers. Ask them little questions like, how's your day going? Are you enjoying the show? Who are you rooting for? Study up on your sports and your concert lingo so you can better interact with customers, and study the event and your product items pre-shift. The more talking points you have while interacting with the customer, the better. Some notes on tips: any cash tips you may keep, and credit tips from your personal point of sale system will all be yours as well. Be sure to verify this with your venue's pay model if you haven't yet. For our final tip, always make sure you're getting fully restocked every time you make a trip for restock back to the vending hub. This will maximize the amount of time you are out wherever you need to be chasing sales. Next, let's review the responsibilities of being an EATS2SEATS hawker. There are 3 primary responsibilities you'll fulfill being a hawker with us. The first is being a cashier. You're the gatekeeper to your own sales and your tips. You must follow the EATS2SEATS cashier script and always upsell. If a customer only orders one item, ask them if they want another, and prioritize those high value items like cocktails. Also, always remember to say cheers after every sale. This is the EATS2SEATS version of the Chick-fil-A My Pleasure. You're also going to be a runner during the shift. You're the gatekeeper to your own throughput. You need to be quick restocking yourself when you run out of product from the vending hub to maximize the amount of time you're out wherever you need to be, maximizing sales. Also understand the dynamics of how you need to help with production for cocktails or liquor drinks, because cocktails are a hot ticket item and these require us to make them in the vending hub, and sometimes When we get behind, you'll need to step in and help so that you can get out there quicker and sell more product. And as always with selling alcohol products, always remember to ID customers when you're hawking. The same alcohol laws that apply to you working at a beer portable apply to you hawking. Lastly, let's review general closedown and checkout procedures for EATS2SEATS hawkers. Closedown time varies depending on what kind of venue you're working at and whether it's a concert or a sporting event. Staff responsibilities primarily include bringing your tub and your point of sale system back to the vending hub to put any remaining product back and to give your vending lead the final ending inventory counts from your tub, to dump your ice, and then to make sure you check out with your site lead and confirm that you've returned your uniform if you borrowed one and your point of sale system, and that your point of sale system is in working order. During this time, your vending lead and your site lead will be finalizing ending inventory, helping direct the hawkers to clean up the whole of the vending hub and making sure everyone gets home safe. The overarching theme of Closedown at EATS2SEATS is to leave your hawking equipment in the vending hub the way we found it, unless we found it in a bad spot, and then we would want to leave it in a better spot than we found it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please text your ROD or email any questions you have to support@EATS2SEATS.com and we'll get back to you ASAP. Make sure you take the Hawker 101 quiz after watching this video and reviewing the slide deck, and that you score a 100%. Thank you for watching this. May God bless you, may God bless America, and may God bless EATS2SEATS.